We're going for it. We're going for it. Just a quickie. Just a quickie. You know what I mean? Not like a lot. Not enough to make it dangerous. But just a little bit to make it fun. You know what I mean? There we go. Go's greater than Rust. Proof me wrong. Well, you know you can't mathematically prove that. That's an absurd statement to make, sir. Absurd. Don't try that nonsense with me. Hi. Hi, bro. Hey, bro. You sound like Pokemon.
Welcome to Costco.
Bro.
I love you.
Bro.
Welcome
Bro.
to Costco. I love you.
Bansor. Yeah. FYI, I wanted to say thank you for putting me into sushi with that raid the other day. He is cool. Dude, he is awesome. Yeah. Sushi is a good guy. I really appreciate it. I am going to be, I think, mid-July, I'm going to be over at his place. Mid to late July. You know what I mean? A little something. A little something. Is HTMX that dirt bike thing? Yeah. Why no YouTube? This music sucks. Let me help you out then. Let me help you out then. Let me help you out then. Let me help you out.
Welcome to Costco.
Yeah. Drop the hammer. Drop the bow. The people's elbow made sweet contact. It was incredible, Karen. Now, here's the best part about it, Karen. Here's the best part. Are you ready for it? It was permanent. Took his laptop, flung that thing like a disc golf. Yeah. Yeah! It was amazing. Yeah. Thanks for streaming. Hey, no problem. You know, you gotta play your first words careful. You know what I mean? You gotta play your first words careful. You come in here.
I love you.
Yeah. You gotta play your first words careful. You know what I mean? Oh, camel toe. You should build his laptop and wrist. You almost got banned for that too. Work says flying me out to the U.S. in October, and I'm thinking about picking up an Advantage 360. Is it good with QWERTY? Yeah, that's great. Let's go. HTMX.lol. Okay, there's no lolling going on here. Thank you very much, Sentient. Let's go, Sentient Machine. Thank you for that Twitch Prime, baby. SV Fox coming in tier 2 out of your mind. Hell yeah, brother. The Sorensen, thank you very much. It reminds me of the Sorens. Your name reminds me of the Sorens off of what's the book called? Out of the Silent Planet. Very good book. Ingmar, thank you very much, Ingmar, and Rage Cage 64, Gordelio, and Mario Bin. Let's go. Tokyo! And Multi2 Sim coming in offline, tier 1, brand new. Let's go. Hell yeah. 0 viewers, never needed a viewer. 2 minutes in, fallen off. The most extreme version of fallen off of all time. I have literally never fallen off so bad in my lifetime. Hey, Register.
I love you.
Thank you very much. Hi, bro. Hey, bro. There's
Welcome
now a
to
dozen
Costco.
of us months.
I love
There
you.
are. That's a lot of months. And thank you, Roman Father Sam.
Welcome to Costco.
Let's go.
I
Happy
love
Saturday,
you.
my guy Prime. Not even watching his own stream. Hell yeah. With HTML, which HTMLs, you ship less JavaScript. Yeah, that's the point. Well, we are 0, chat. So, Prime, I'm learning from how to program what's the difference between constructor function and a factory function in JavaScript. They seem to be the same thing. One returns an object literal, with the other one creates a new instance. The end result, they're the same. I personally think they're the same. It is even more obvious that they're the same when you actually have it so that you are literally just returning an object literal with attached functions. Then it's literally the same thing. It's just really crappily done. Blue Draco, let's go. Super Poggers, TTV, hell yeah. Thank you very much. Crimson Mana, you didn't have to do the 25 bangers, but you banged me 25 times. Thank you. Twitter rate limiting is so stupid. Yeah, I saw some rate limiting or something like that. Is HYMX a serious thing? Yeah. See Jack Harrington shooting you down, Prime? No, I didn't see Jack Harrington doing nothing to me. The Primeagen soy dev transformation? Hell yeah, girl. Link it. Crimson Mana, thank you again for the 25. I genuinely don't understand why everybody's talking about HTMX.lol. What does the X stand for? You know what the X stands for. Because X gonna give it to you. Link it. Thank you, Chelstastic. You're on the wrong platform, Chelstastic. Come back over here. Little Jackie Harrington ain't gonna say nothing good. Use memo kills perf. Well, it can very easily. It very easily can. I don't want to watch the whole thing yet. Is there like a specific part where he was just like, this guy's a goober? If that's the case, then I'll do it. Because HTMX is the best thing since sliced bread. I think I actually prefer my bread unsliced. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you, Rain, for continuing your sub from that. Psst, psst, psst. I recently moved from VS Code to NeoVim using your YouTube guide series. Hey, thank you. Hey, no problem, baby. X gonna give it to you. I think you're just handing me YouTube links still. Just a bunching on a full loaf. Oh yeah, we get all bunchy. What's the difference between HTMX and Alpine? They're not the same thing, and you will offend HTMX, the Twitter account, and Grug. HTMX is trying to solve the insane complexity that is JavaScript web frameworks. It is. Programmers are also even dropped a new banger. I saw that. Are you intending to combine server-side HTML templating engine with HTMX? It's a popular stack. That's what I want to do, but right now I'm just going to create something basic. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you, Rain. Appreciate that. Yeah, see, this caused a whole drama.
Welcome to
Hey,
Costco.
Prime. Hey, Prime. React to this. No. You guys are all linking the same thing. I get it. It's probably Rust devs, whatever. Okay. Some sort of Rust dev doing rusty things. Would you use HTMX if you had to write your backend in a Java Spring Boot? Yeah, well, that's the nice part about HTMX is HTMX is it's supposed to be like a back-end agnostic style. All right, fine. We'll watch it. Hell yeah. We're going to watch it. I hope he doesn't get upset at me. Fine. This is interview with the senior Rust dev. Senior Rust dev. Let's go. Okay, we're going to do it. Whatever. Marker, senior Rust dev. Let's go. We're just going to do this real quickly. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Senior Rust dev.
Well, as Harrison Ford once said, if we would have asked the people what they wanted, they would have asked for a faster C++. What made me learn?
I cannot believe how good that joke was right out of the gates. That might have been the funniest joke I have heard in an exceptionally long time. This man's a comedic genius. Damn, Harrison Ford even getting in on this.
Rust, I wanted to write an operating system in 3 weeks. I first wanted to write my own systems programming language, but I thought that's too complicated for people. And then I discovered Rust, and now I just don't mind that it's too complicated for people. People say,
oh, this is actually really good.
Choose the right tool for the job. In the Rust community, we say, choose the right job for the tool. I'm a regular contributor to 14 projects. I actually got the original. When I see a C++ dev, what I see is a future Rust dev. Macro, expansion, bounded polymorphism, WebAssembly, the problem with mediocrity. I let my threads panic for pleasure. Those of you coming...
What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. Why are you letting your threads panic for pleasure?
From functional programming languages will be pleased. Those of you coming from OOP languages will also be pleased. In interpreted languages, you need a lot of imagination. My metric of self-worth is bound to prevented CVEs and Puni awards. Did you know that according to Microsoft, 70% of all CVEs are due to memory leakage. In C++, you need to worry about memory because of memory errors. In Java, you need to worry about memory because of the garbage collector. In Rust, you don't need to worry about memory because you need to worry about borrowing, which is a new concept that in Haskell, everything is just cloned. I mean, what? Do we have infinite resources? In Java...
This is actually a really funny point because you can still memory leak in Rust, right? It's still possible to do a lot of the, you can still shoot yourself in the foot, but it's very, very funny that it's just like, yeah, we don't worry about memory anymore. We worry about borrowing. It's a new concept. Don't worry about memory anymore.
You need to worry about memory because you need to worry about JavaScript. In C, macros were a pain. We solved that in Rust. Now nested macros are a pain. I mean, there is no such thing as a perfect programming language. Rust is merely a statically typed, low-level, multi-paradigm, perfect programming language.
There's no such thing as a perfect programming language. The man clearly hasn't seen Dreambird. We all know Dreambird is the perfect programming language. Okay, it is the perfect programming language.
Fiasco with Tokyo memory safety with locking is, you know those algo coding tools where you learn the language through playing games? So here we actually teach to learn Rust through games, although you're not going to play very much if you don't have strong fundamentals in Rust.
And which part did you write in Rust? The front end or the back end?
No, the browser. Not everyone learns Rust in a lifetime. I actually wrote a custom new version of the Rust compiler. It's a little stricter with error handling. Essentially, you're being tasered when you make an error. How else you're going to learn low-level programming? I'm currently rewriting...
That actually is effectively, if you watch Michael Reeves, he made a video about being shot by an airsoft gun every time he took damage in Fortnite. This is effectively, that is literally effectively a Michael Reeves video.
Color blue to Rust. The main problem Rust has and solves by itself is the borrow checker references to an object. But if you parallelize, you need to parallelize manually. And that means, well, in other languages, you don't even have parallelization. So Rust is so good.
What? You don't even have it. It's not even a thing.
Aliasing tracking found LLVM's own bugs. The disadvantages? Rust thinks you can't keep object lifetimes in your head. And there is no reward when dealing with large library dependency graphs. Is Rust good for game development? Rust is good for everything. There are currently 5 games written in Rust and 50 game engines. Race conditions are fundamentally
2024 is the year of Rust. I can feel it. I can feel it. The year of Rust is 2024, and, they're going to be prepared because we're going to get dozens of games for those 50 game engines.
Unsolvable. You can't fix what's broken on the OS level, unless you're using an OS written in Rust, of course. Again, I'm not here to tell you that Rust is the best language. You should have figured by now. The best JS bundler is written in Rust. TurboPack, 20 times faster than any bundler written in JS. That's some undercover marketing right there. You can't trust humans, but you can always trust the compiler. Another superpower of Rust, testing in Rust is cheaper because we're all geniuses. In Rust, you need to see the compiler as your friend that helps you with your stupidity. Map error exists, but its method trait bounds were not satisfied.
Oh, I love that he said that. Oh my goodness, that is my most hated error of all of them, are those damn missing trait errors, especially when the compiler's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's not there. You need to do something different. Whatever you're doing, it needs to be different than what you're currently doing. Oh man, or when you know that a method does exist, you just don't know the name of the method. So therefore, you can't even get the compiler to be like, by the way, you should import this library, right? Dude, every single time. It's always the same thing. It always comes down to using a WebSocket with Tokyo Tungstenite or something like that. And then it's like, is it read, is it next, or is it receive, right? I don't know which one it is, and I have to do this thing where I like play it, it errors. Does it error, but with also like a, hey, you actually need this thing, and do I have the rights? Like it's every single time.
Lists. Rust requires
Preludes.
unlearning many horrible programming patterns from other horrible languages. Rust will finally unite C and C++ and coders from all other programming languages. I actually have a macro for the unsafe command. It's called Trust Me. Welcome to memory management in Rust. We compiled the entire company at runtime. But of course, the normal normie kernel dev will come across more difficult challenges. So this is
the normie kernel dev. Welcome to Rust Memory Management. Just holds up a box, just a list of boxes. Oh my goodness.
Concept that you haven't heard before Rust. In fact, actually no one has. We have crates, traits, lifetimes, no states. Is this a joke? Yeah, so these are called traits.
So it's like interfaces in Java.
No.
Yeah, we don't mention Java in here. Rust is, imagine you would throw all advantages from all languages together. Now your code is unreadable, but it's memory safe. Option, not maybe in Rust. This isn't Haskell, but it could be with a few tweaks. Memory leakage is considered safe. Not calling destructors is considered safe. Because memory leakage is considered safe. Even if it leaks, it never gets referenced again, so there's not going to be any crash. The program does crash, but if the memory fills up, you can catch that in some cases. Well, memforget was introduced to tell the compiler. Anyways, in Rust, all libraries are archived. This isn't JavaScript, but we have left pad incidents. Breaking changes are only introduced in Rust editions. We have Rust 2015, 2018, 2021 edition, and this is actually Rust 2023 signature edition. It's actually signed by Graydon himself. Well, the fiasco with Tokyo is, so a join handle from a task you spawn can get out of scope. Now, there are two schools of thought. Some think the task should be aborted. The others don't really think at all. I will say it. Rust is
Yes! Yes! That was so good. Right there. That was so good. Oh my goodness. Yes, I was holding my breath, okay? The joke just kept going, and I kept loving the joke. I do agree. When you lose reference to the handle, there is only one.
In all things, top of the hill, king of the castle, head of the competition. For all things C or ASM, Rust is good. Yeah, for functional programming, it's Haskell and Rust. Rust is king of the castle. Yeah, they don't want unsaving my traits. Just stuff it all into macros. The C++ code is bigger, but not as organized as ours. In Rust development, a lot changes. Usually when you find a bug, you fix it. When Rust users find a bug, they complain about it in GitHub issues for 2 years before the project owner steps down. WebAssembly. What was the question?
I believe that was an Actix reference. That was really great. That was beautiful.
In other programming languages, the documentation ends with a cookie clicker. In Rust, it ends with a multi-threaded, high-performance, fully functional web server. Yeah, there are a lot of jobs for Rust. Most are for startups that do some blockchain stuff and then go bankrupt in a year. I joined a couple of startups like that in the past months. All those startups wanting to become unicorns. I'm not crazy about that. We got this as new merch from our company. Monorepo in Rust and bindings to all other languages. That's the future of programming. Hugo, Zula, Node, Dino, Wireshark, SniffNet, Bitcoin, Solana, Go, GoScript, GNU, Haskell. Okay, you can use Haskell. I mean, I would like to publish my idea.
I do love that the Haskell crossover with the Rust folks is very high. It's like the one you hear this all the time where it's just like they just shit on everything, but until Haskell hits, then they're like, well, I mean, yeah, I get why you'd want to use Haskell. You know, I totally get that.
A is a crate, but crates.io has a 10 megabyte limit. Oh, I use Iced.
So Iced is the best one.
It's the most complete one. It is very easy to rewrite everything in Rust because you get karma points on Reddit. By the way, this code actually also runs on mobile in a wrapper that I wrote in Rust. Yeah, Rust is an interesting mix of C++, OCaml, Haskell, Dota, JavaScript.
Dota? You can't be upset about JavaScript when you got Dota floating around in the background. Dota. Dude has pretty eyes, not gonna lie.
I meant Lisp.
Oh, is it the timer for the coffee?
No, I just finished compiling. Map error exists, but its method trait bound. Rust allows.
Yes! Oh my goodness! Oh, the genius! The same error twice, and it just was compiling for the last 5 minutes.
For hybrid approaches, allowing for productive kernel incrementalism. instead of whole project rewrite. We'll still do the whole project rewrite. I'm actually rewriting Windows to Rust. This will give it some credit. There will never be a Rust version 2.0 because the language is perfect. Technically it means because the syntax is adaptable, but the other phrase sounds better. Took 15 years for case statements to arrive in Python. Think about it. You don't adapt the program to the language in Rust. You adapt the language to the program. We decided to introduce the yeet keyword after a well-mannered discussion which will make everyone equally unhappy. Rust is very simple.
It does make everyone unhappy. Just that little tiny nuance of having to like return error, wrapping the thing, you know, like there's this thing that has to happen that's just so annoying.
To learn. I'm actually writing an introduction to the language right now. It is mainly aimed at readers already familiar with Haskell or OCaml.
Yeah, but nobody knows Haskell. We're all looking to learn Rust.
Come back after you learn Haskell, normie. We didn't say it's a programming language for everybody, just for the elite. But everyone is welcome that is ready to join the cult. Community. Community. Reliability. Speed. Productivity. Pick 4. Why Rust? It has 3 main benefits. Rust versus Java? Well, that's an easy one. Pokemon Go? We have Pokemon Rust. Yes, we did. And you don't even catch Pokemon. Just random runtime exceptions. We really hate repetitions in Rust. Into, inner, unwrap. We don't like unreadable code in Rust. Option, RC, ref cell. There are different types of macros. I don't need to go over them, right? So let's...
No. We hate that. Into.
Let's learn another meta programming language called pattern matching.
I love pattern matching.
Is that your repo? Let's start by setting up cargo. Everyone cares about random tools written in Rust. Everybody cares. Look at all the startups hiring. Although it's mostly startups doing blockchain stuff that will go bankrupt in a year. I joined a couple of those. My job? Rust. My hobby? Rust. My ideology? Rust. My profile pic? Rust. I'm fully oxidized at this point. It's not a cult.
Oh no. My identity, Rust, my profile pic.
We're now actually rewriting politics to Rust. I think Rust is here to stay forever. No more JavaScript, TypeScript, CoffeeScript, MochaScript variations. Rust is the end. Actually, we don't use Rust, we use Gluon. Yeah, I'm actually currently writing a bio about my programming journey. It starts with... So let's see how we can rewrite your code to Rust.
There are so many good jokes in there. I swear, this has to be his best video. This was incredible. Well done, Rust guy. Or, dude, I mean, because that was so good. There were so many good jokes in there that I feel like, unless if you're in on Rust, it's so hard. It's so good. That was perfect. It was perfect. That was literally the perfect joke. The name is not... This following statement's not supported by the Rust Foundation Rustagen. There he goes. We use Gluon as the link. Please drop that video. I need it. Dude, you know this. Let's see. There we go. All right, you say jokes, but they're reality. Yes, I mean the best joke is life is art unknown to thee. Right? It's a classic phrase describing that. Like, the irony of life is the funniest thing possible. Hey, thank you, Radioactive. Like, that truly is where all the jokes are.
Welcome to Costco.
All right, here. I gotta say some thank yous because I thought I saw a couple flute on by.
Welcome to Costco.
Let me make sure I see that. Okay, remember Crimson doing that. Let's go. Thank you, RXBN. Let's go. Hell yeah, Robotech. Yeah. Chad Jippity, giving out one. Thank you, Chad Jippity. Hype Chat, $5. Dreambird for life. Absolutely. Hell yeah. Primeagen Prime, my guy, my brother, my dude. I've been following you for 3 months and I still haven't grown a mustache like yours. Mustache cream when? You know how that mustache cream is going to be delivered. One day I'll be walking by and I'm just going to slap you with the mustache cream. All right, Prime, let's go. Thank you very much for the brand new Prime. Appreciate that. Thank you for the anonymous gifties. Many appreciations. Radioactive PB and feeding the minions. Thank you for the tier 1s. And the tap man with the Prime. Thank you. All right, so let's get, pretty sure Carson lurking here. Carson whom? All right, you guys ready? You guys ready to do a little Dr. Duke plays? Thank you. We're gonna do a little HTMX, okay? We're gonna learn about this. Let's do this. Are you guys ready? Freelancing hey, Pap Rock, thank you very much. All right, let's go like this. Let's go HTMX, right? Let's go. /tailwind. Huh, got him. Let's see. HTMX is a library that allows you to access modern browser features directly from HTML rather than using JavaScript. To understand HTMX, first, let's look at an anchor tag. Okay, so I actually have no idea anything about HTMX. I know nothing about it, but I am very excited to kind of understand this journey because I keep seeing it. The account of HTMX is the greatest memer account currently on tech Twitter. So, very exciting. This anchor tag tells a browser, hey, thank you very much.
I love you.
Thank you very much, RB Bezera. All right. When a user clicks on this link, issue an HTTP GET request to /blog, load the response content into the browser window. With that in mind, the following bit of HTML. All right. Trigger on click, target this div, swap outer HTML. Okay, I don't know what okay, I think I kind of get what they're saying right there. This tells HTMX, when a user clicks this button, issue an HTTP post request. Oh, yeah, because it says post right here. Okay. Request to clicked and use the content from the response to replace the element with the ID parent div in the DOM. Okay. Okay. TJ, you didn't have to do $1, dog. You can just tell me. You can link it. Fine, TJ. What is this about?
I'll cave to pressure. Here we go. I know I got a brand new.
Oh, I saw that blue lid back there.
Right here. We're going to crack it open fresh.
Okay. Okay.
You'll never believe what happens next.
Ooh, good. Okay.
Here we go.
NANI?
Thank you for getting my, I just literally got DMCA'd, TJ. I'm going to turn this off. Thank you for DMCAing me, though. Damn it, TJ. Damn it, TJ.
All right.
TJ! You gotta let me know these things. It's game music. It's fine. Is it? It's not. They always are trying to get that. TJ! Damn it, TJ! You're trolling me with that. But I'll let it go. Okay. Anyways, we're back in. He should give you $1 to make up. Yeah, TJ, you're lucky you gave me $1, or else then I'd be upset. All right, here we go. We're going to keep on going. HTMX extends and generalizes the core idea of HTML as a hypertext, opening up many more possibilities directly within the language. Now, any element, not just anchors or forms, can issue a HTTP request. Interesting. Why would we want to do that? I don't know. Now, any event, not just clicks or form submissions, can trigger requests. Okay, now any HTTP verb, not just get and post, can be used. Now, any element, not just the entire window, can be a target for an update request. Does it have history built in? I'm curious about that. Oh, that wasn't loud at all.
Welcome to
Oh, music
Costco.
is a bit loud. You're right. You're right. I should have it right around here. This is typically where I have it. Hey, who just did that? Trench Toaster. This is 2 times in a row, my friend. This is Trench Toaster. Sir Trench Toaster, thank you for the 50 gifties, okay? That is a lot of giftings, and I appreciate that. Many appreciations, okay? Firm handshakes. Can somebody go find him a brand new MacBook to throw out of the window? I would love to just get him a new one, let it be tossed clean out the window just for him. One more hot Doge? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I feel like that's proper, right? That's a proper thing. Right, thank you,
Welcome
Mad
to
Dog.
Costco.
Do we throw ThinkPads? Yes, we throw ThinkPads as well, too. Yeah, I'm almost at 100K on this. HTMX doesn't look very readable. I hate that. I hate that statement in general. Readability is just familiarity. That's all readability is. There's like very few languages in which readability actually isn't a real thing. That's C++.
This goes out to the primitive.
And brain. Like that's it. That's those two. Trench Toaster again. Thank you. Radioactive PB. Thank you for the 10. Many appreciations. Many appreciations. Okay, so we got this one. So it's worth mentioning that I really do appreciate it. I want to learn this though. Can we just learn this? I do many appreciate. Let's see. If you use data prefix when using HTMX, okay, it's worth mentioning that if you prefer, you can use the data prefix. Okay, installing. HTMX is the dependency-free, browser-oriented JavaScript library. This means that using it as simple as adding a script tag to your document head. No need for complicated build step systems. If you're migrating HTMX from Intercooler.js, please see the migration guide. Okay, via CDN. Okay.
Welcome to Costco.
Okay, let's go to GitHub. Hey, thank you. I love you, baby. Coming in here with that sweet the Android theory. Thank you very much. 24 months. Did you see that? 24 months. Okay, real talk. I don't actually love you. Okay, I don't know you. I think it's weird when people actually legitimately be like, I love you. Oh, daddy, I love you. But I really do appreciate it. You know, genuine. You guys have made the dream come true for me, and I do not know why. But, you know, just letting you know. You know, you see people say that crap, right? You know what I'm saying.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
What is it? It's user bin no and nice try. Nice try, jackass. Trying to come in and come at me with that. Yeah, right. Let's go like this. Go like this. Python 3 simple server. I always forget it, but I know there's a dash M in there. And make it happen. There we go. Bam. So I'm just gonna serve that, but I want 42069. There we go. Let's go. I love you, but only at Costco. That's fair. That's fair. Index.html. Ooh, that's HTML. Index.html. Okay, so we're just going slow on this guy, right? We're not doing anything fancy. We're just going. Is that a prime number? I don't even know what the hell you're trying to say. Shouldn't there be some sort of doc type up here? Nice one. All right, give me the HTML. Hell yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I need that quite yet. What is it? Is that how you do a comment? I'm pretty sure that's how you do a comment, right? All right. So we're gonna want to go like this. Let's go. Pap that bad boy in. We are now official body. Whoa. What happened? Can I not type today? Body. Yeah, apparently I can't type. Whoa, I'm way off. All right, there we go. And do I need anything else? I need an HTML tag, don't I? Am I putting this at the wrong side? No, I don't think I am. Div, I don't know. Hello. So we'll start here. It's always divs all the way down, by the way. There we go. So we got it. Everything's looking good. I don't have Emmet or any of those things. I never use... I don't type enough HTML to actually need something like Emmet or some shit. So I guess I do. How is Vim faster than VS Code? So I'm sure if I had Emmet in there, it'd be great. I don't care. You need a header. Is this accessibility? What is this? Where's TypeScript? Hold on. So we trade type safety for inline JS that we can't minify. I don't think that's what's happening here. I know this man doesn't need the type 2x. He could do dot header, do plebs. Please excuse me. This is not semantic. Okay, here we go. Anyways, download a copy. Okay, we don't need to do that yet. An option. Because we're probably going to want a little bit of JavaScript, is my guess. So maybe we want like the whole thing in there, build one single thing. NPM style, nice. We can do HTMX, or we can do Webpack. If you're using Webpack to manage your JavaScript, you can do it this way. Okay, we got some AJAX. The core of HTMX is a set of attributes that allow you to issue AJAX requests directly from HTML. Okay, this is great. So there we go. So we have our verbs. Fantastic. Each of these attributes takes a URL to issue an AJAX request to. The element will issue a request of the specified type to a given URL when the element is triggered. Okay, I'm not exactly sure how that happens. This tells the browser when the user clicks on this div, issue a put request to the URL messages and load the response into the div. Okay, I wonder how it does deduping. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? By the way, come on, you gotta get a little bit better. You gotta get a little bit more funny than this, okay? Can we get just a honey hole? Can you get a little bit better than this? Okay, a little bit more funny. Yeah, I know, no custom verbs. I know. How are we gonna do this? What happened if I want to return a 200 that underneath the hood tells you have a 500? Okay, what happened if I want something like GraphQL? Okay. Hello from Dirty Mike and the boys. Okay, hello Dirty Mike and the boys. Let's go. Is HTML Turing complete now? No. Yeah, I know. I don't either. I don't use GraphQL. I know. All right. By default, AJAX requests are triggered by the natural event of the element. Input, text area, select are all triggered on the onChange event. Form is triggered on the onSubmit event. Everything else is just a click event. Okay. If you want different behavior, you can use HX trigger attribute to specify this. Okay. 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 Interesting. Interesting. I wonder what it sends up. How do you specify what you want to send? I'm curious what you're sending here. Right? Like, there must be a way that you also can put in extra information, because look at that. Trigger once. Okay, that's kind of cool. You can also trigger a few additional modifiers that change its behavior. For example, if you want the request to only happen once, you can use this once modifier. Okay, very cool. Very cool. I mean, I'm liking it. What's the worst part? It sends all named inputs. We'll find out what it does. I have no idea. If you have the attribute on the form, it sends the form inputs. Okay. Isn't this just a declarative PJAX? Thanks for the F-Shack. No problem, baby. Any day of the week. All right. I don't like this song, but I really do like this other song lately that I've just been loving. I've just been riding this song in my brain all the time. It's by Bad Computer. All right, let's see if I just go to youtube.com if it will just bring it up. Let's see. I'm not seeing it, which is deeply disappointing. Google, I figured that you do better, so I'll just click on a Chainsmoker song. I like Chainsmokers. Okay, we'll have to just make this work. All right, anyways, what is HTMX trying to solve? It's trying to solve the insanity that is web dev. Right? Like, you got to understand that when you use something else, you got to remember the hundreds of thousands of lines that actually happen for you to do these things, okay? So perhaps we'll just see what it's doing. You know, I want to see it, okay? Because it's between... In my head, I have three possibilities. I have HTMX, Solid.js, Svelte. The reason why I love Solid.js is signals, but at the exact same time, I'm not a huge fan of it. Bundle size is like 5K or some nonsense. It's really small. So it's really coming down to Svelte or HTMX. HTMX is the opposite, effectively, of a framework. Svelte doesn't support hooks. You don't need hooks. I know this might be difficult to understand, but, you know, you got to remember that your brain optimizes for a way of thinking. And then when you see something that's different, you try to fit the different into your paradigm. And then you go, well, that doesn't work because I need hooks to do X. And that's a huge problem. You should always go into something and say, how are you solving the problem? What do you suggest? I want to see what you do. Hold on one second. Beautiful wife looking at me. Hold on. Sorry. We had a little incident earlier on in the day. Not me and my wife, but just, you know how things go when you have a lot of stuff. She just needed a hug. So I gave her, and I was just like, baby, and I whispered something sweet in her ear. I was like, HTMX solves the web better. And she got goosebumps. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Anyways, submissive husband. I'm not a submissive husband. Okay? I am not submissive. I'm attentive. They're very different. Everybody knows the difference, okay? I'm not what's it called? Like a passive individual. I don't shirk responsibility. I strive for being responsible. Not a cuck. You're a cuck. Ain't no cuck, boy. Anyways, Ajax. The core of HTMX is the attributes that allow... Wait, hold on. I feel like we've read this. Triggering requests. Yep, we've done this. Triggering modifiers. Yep, we've talked about this.
Welcome to
Hey, thank you very much. I think every time I do that, it scrolls. So sorry. Whether or not you want to use... Let's see. You still have islands of rich interactivity, or you want to do build apps with JSON client-side frameworks. Yeah, I think there's something cool here. Proactive husband. Exactly. Let's see. Okay, so there's some cool stuff here. Ooh, look at this. That's cool. This is cool. Okay, let's see. Changed. Only issue a request if the value of the element has been changed. Like, this is a great set of base utilities. Delay. Wait the given amount of time, i.e. 1 second, before issuing the request. If the triggers, again, the countdown is reset. Cool. So that would be debounce. Nice. Debounce trailing edge. Throttle, okay, wait a given amount of time, i.g. 1 second, before issuing the request. Unlike delay, if a new event occurs before the time limit is hit, the event will be discarded, so the request will be triggered at the end of the time period. Yes, okay, cool. Let's see, from CSS selector, listen for an event on a different element. This can be used for things like keyboard shortcuts. Very cool. Very cool. So I kind of like some of these things. I feel like I could see why people like that. HTML will get very messy when combined with the with Tailwind. Yes, I do think that. Okay, so that is a good point. Which is, what is the dangers of this? I could see that. I could see that. Who is HTMX for? People who are tired of just the insanity that is the current world, right? So it's either, like I said, Svelte or HTMX, but the problem is that you really do have to give something a try, right? Like, I saw someone in there, one of you guys in chat was like, oh, I went down and looked at it and I said, no, thank you. No, you got to try it out. You got to try it out because you got to feel it, right? Like, unless if you feel it, unless if you believe, unless if you yourself believe you can see into the future, which I can't, I gotta test it out. You know what I mean? I gotta test it out. You know? Big div energy, hell yeah. Is Twitch down? It sounds like you guys are all having problems with Twitch. I'm dropping no frames right now. So my guess is that we could be having a Twitch issue. I don't need to try it. I looked at the validation example. I hate the syntax. Okay, see, again, you're the type of person with whom comes in with a predefined set of what needs to happen, and when you don't like something, you say no. I get it. Me personally, I try new things because just because I hate it doesn't necessarily mean it's not better. And I just have to simply get used to a different paradigm. I'm that kind of person. I like to explore and truly understand what's happening before I get all loosey-goosey. All right, triggering events. You may also apply filters by square brackets after the event name, closing the JavaScript expression that will be evaluated. If the expression evaluates as true, the event will be triggered. Otherwise, it will not. Here's an example of triggers only on control click of a key. Okay. Interesting. Property like control key will resolve against the triggering event. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if these are strictly named properly, or if you can provide key codes, or like what does it look like? Don't refresh. One of the Twitch categories has 3.3 million viewers. Really? Damn. HTMX provides a few special events for HX trigger. Load. Fires once the element is first loaded. Reveal. Fires once an element scrolls into the viewport. Intersects. Fires once an element first intersects the viewport. Let's see. This supports the two options. Root. Selector. A CSS selector of the root element interaction. Threshold. A floating point number between 0 and 1 indicating the amount of intersection to fire on the event. this is a pretty cool set of like little primitives right here. Just kind of thinking through some issues that I've dealt with throughout my time building stuff. This is actually a pretty cool thing, right? Cool idea. You can also use custom events to trigger a request if you have an advanced case. Polling. If you want an element to pull the given URL rather than wait for an event, you can use every syntax with HTTP trigger. All right. Trigger every 2 seconds. Okay, get news. Okay, interesting. This tells HTMX every 2 seconds issue a GET request to news and load the response into the div. If you want to stop polling from the server, let's see. If you want to stop polling from a server response, you can also respond with an HTTP response code 286, and the element will cancel polling. Oh, yeah. What is that? 86 term. 86 or 86 is an American slang. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. So a 286. What is the group of 200s are successes in HTMX? So a 286 would be successfully stop. How do I feel about that? I know it's a bar thing. I worked, dude, I know. I'm saying 86. Like, 86 is also anime? No, it's most certainly not anime in this case. This is most certainly a reference to working in the restaurant industry. It's not a bar specific. It's actually just a restaurant term, right? How do I feel about that? One thing I don't like is it's not. I don't think that's an official response code, but it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat, right? There's something there that I like about it. Why not 226? I don't know the response codes well enough. HTTP response 226. What is the 226? I'm used. Oh, baby, that's me all over the place. Status code is set by the server to indicate that returning a delta to the GET. Oh, this is just a delta. Okay, it's more like a wanted stop. In other words, yeah, exactly. Axel, I get that. It's definitely teapot or bust. 418. All right. Anyways, okay. So I'm not upset about any of this. It just seems interesting. Another technique that can be used to achieve polling in HTMX is load polling, where an element specifies a load trigger along with a delay. And replaces itself with a response. Okay. If the messages endpoint keeps returning a div set up this way, it will keep polling. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That's confusing and interesting. All at the exact same time. I'm not really sure what to think about that. But it is interesting. So apparently Twitch is having issues, and the issue is because somebody has 3.3 million viewers. Damn. That ain't me. Okay, so wait. So we are expected to return documents? Yeah, so let's see. Is HTMX all about network requests? It seems to solve different issues than yeah. It seems a little bit different. It's time for kick. What the heck? No issues in Germany. Well, let's just keep on going. Request indicators. When AJAX request is issued, it is often good to let the users know that something is happening since the browser will not give any feedback. You can accomplish this by using HTMX indicator class. The indicator class is defined so that the opacity of an element with the class is 0 by default, making it invisible but present in the DOM. When HTMX issues a request, it will put HTMX request on the class onto the element, either the requesting element or another element if specified. The HTMX request class can cause a child element with the HTMX indicator class on it to transition to an opacity of 1, showing the indicator. Okay. Okay, so this is just like basic state management. Okay, I see that. That's interesting. Well, it's cool in the sense that when you put this on here, it's an invisible item, right? Whatever this is invincible, right? The moment this thing gets activated, this becomes visible. Black screen without audio? Damn. So let's see. Here we have a button. When it is clicked, the HTMX request class will be added to it with the revealed spinner GIF element. Okay, I like savage spinners these days. Okay, while the HTMX indicator class uses opacity to hide and show the progress indicator. If you would prefer another mechanism, you can create your own CSS transition like so. Okay. Okay, I like that. If you want HTMX request class added to different elements, you can use HTMX indicator attribute with the CSS selector to do so. Let's see. Interesting. Okay, do you see what's happening here? So, okay, how broke are we right now? We're working on it. I can't see the stream, but everyone is scaling. Yeah. Twitch divs never got that. Okay, so for those that can hear, it's kind of interesting idea. Wow, okay, you guys are all broken. Apparently, so what's happening, apparently, is that twitch.tv, someone on here is having 3.3 million viewers. Yes. Okay, so that's what's happening. iBuy is having some sort of Spanish fighting event, and it's attracted the world. Look at this. I've been in the wrong profession this whole time. I'm over here trying to do educational content when I should be punching people in the face. Am I just taking the wrong thing? Should I go Conor McGregor on this? You're just streaming in the wrong language. Is that it? I don't think I like that song. Yes to that. Okay, I'm going to dev box fight. Let's go. Melky beats everybody else up. The problem is I just don't want to get punched in the face by Melky. I think I'd be fine getting punched by everybody else but Melky. I think I could take everybody else but Melky. Real talk, I think I could beat up all other dev streamers except Melky. Trash Dev? I think Trash Dev would literally pull a hammy getting into the boxing ring. Well, I wouldn't just... I guess I'd lose to Bash Bunny because I can't punch a girl. That would be completely inappropriate. That would be completely inappropriate. You versus Dax would be interesting. Dax would be a hard fight. I think Dax might be a harder fight. Just keep refreshing what they told you not to do. What's so special about Melky? He fights. He likes fighting. Theo's tall, but I work out a lot, and I'm in really good shape. So long as I can get up the arms and get a couple blocks, by the time you're 30, 40 seconds into fighting, you're going to want to vomit if you're not in spectacular shape. And so guess what? Since I'm in significantly better shape, I'm going to be able to last for 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Striker, yeah, I think I could take him too. Yeah, Theo's hair would be the weakness in his fight because they're going to be like, hey, you need to protect your head. Here you go. This is true. That's why, Xantil, that's why I sprint on a Jacob's ladder. Jacob's ladder. This is fighting equipment. Jacob's ladder. There you go. I have one of these in my house. So I sprint up this thing, the forever ladder. So I do that for 1 minute to 1 minute and 15 seconds. It's actually one of the worst workouts in the universe. It makes you want to vomit so hard. If I go for 1 minute and 30 seconds, I think I would actually vomit. Mine wasn't. I bought mine used. But if you go 1 minute and 30 seconds on this thing, full speed, 180-ish feet per minute, you will vomit. Hands down. I could leverage the power of Rust and beat him up. Yeah. It's called a hill. These are different than hills because you have to use your arms too. It is worse than running hills. It is definitely worse than running hills. It's like a whole different thing. It's just awful. I've actually almost vomited using it. You'll just vomit. Is there a catch tray for bigger chunks of last night's dinner? Probably. I almost vomited when I did some rowing. Yeah, rowing's also another one of those. Where do your arms go? Your feet go down here. Your arms go down here. And you tie a string to you that has a weight that releases the brake. It's that simple. All right. All right, so anyways, targets. Okay, so I feel like I kind of get some things. So maybe it's... Most attributes in HTMX are inherited. They apply to the element they are on as well as to any children. This allows you to hoist attributes up to the DOM to avoid code duplication. Considering the following HTMX. Delete, confirm, are you sure? Account, confirm, are you sure? Are you sure? This. I'm unsure how I feel about that. I love the concept. I'm unsure how I feel about it. HTMX confirm attribute will now apply to HTMX powered elements within it. Sometimes you wish to undo inheritance. Consider we had the cancel button in this group, but didn't want to confirm it. We could add an unset. Okay. Okay, I'm not upset about it yet. Boosting. All right, so I kind of want to play a little bit with this. I want to play a little bit with it. See how it goes. I want to do a little. I want to go look at an example or two. Okay. Click to edit. What am I clicking? Oh, there he goes. I was like, what the heck's going on here? Let's see. To click to edit, let's see. The click to edit pattern provides a way of offering inline editing of all parts of a record without a page refresh. This pattern starts with the UI that shows the detail of the contact. The div has a button that will edit the UI for contact from /contacts1edit. Okay, let's look at this. So I don't understand this. We didn't look at this target thing. HTS swap outer HTML. Okay, so we have first name Joe, last name Blow, email joeblow.com, get contact edit. Okay, we're going to do one class button primary, click to edit. This returns a form that can be used to edit the contact. Oh. I think I see. Okay. Okay. How do we get the /1? This is just like if you had that information coming down, right? Right? Kind of impressed it can do with that, to be honest. I totally get kind of what's happening here. Okay. I wonder how useful this would be. I wonder how this application scales. Oh, the form. Where'd you get the form from? Right here. So if you look right here, it says you go right here. So you go to this endpoint to generate the HTML that you want, and then the form is returned from the endpoint like this. And then you can take that. It will automatically get inlined, right? Because you did this right here. When we did this,
Welcome to Costco.
we got the edit. Thank you very much. And we swap out the HTML right here. And the HTML got swapped out to become this. And then when we're done, we call contact one. And contact one will return something that looks like this. I get it. Okay, so why when you mark text, you always skip? I always do. I like it. Looks neat. If you have to do SSR, I don't mind having this. It's just kind of interesting in the sense that, okay, so what I see right away is that you have to rely on less things. HX target sets the target for the swap. Yes, I saw that. So this is the thing that swaps, right? So this div will be swapped. So this gets swapped right here for this. And then when we click this, again, what gets swapped, right? Or it's not that this gets swapped. This gets swapped for this. Is that what did I get that correct? Is it it's the outer, it's the div included, right? This sounds like a recipe for spaghetti code. I'm curious if it is. Because it also sounds like this. One thing that I see very strong with this is that it seems like it's very, 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 very... Yeah, I saw this. I think this is very, very good. Mark wrote this. Mark is a very talented person. And honestly, I don't think his implementation is not... Like, this is exactly how you do it without any frameworks. And it's not... It's like an exceptionally simple thing. Like, you look at it and you go, oh, I understand how this works. It's actually pretty... It's actually pretty clever how this all works. And it's really, really, really easy to understand. I think sometimes people get really intense into... Seems like Ajax hype again. Yeah, I mean, well, we're still in Ajax hype. We just hide it behind many, many things. I mean, a TRPC is just Ajax. That's all it is, right? You'd have to have a set of UI components that you map on server side, I guess. Yeah, so that's the question I'm curious about. How does this all work? Is it actually good? Yeah, so that's my big question, which is, to me, what I see right here is that, yeah, of course HTMX has its limitations. React is literally, all these things use, fetch or Ajax underneath the hood. They use some sort of requesting to go get stuff. They just hide it. Like the new React server components, you hide the requesting by determining what is on the client versus what is on the server. The requests are all still there, right? Nothing changes. The only thing that changes is that when requests happen are no longer you specified, but how the shape of your tree looks and how much can be rendered on a single pass, right? So if you don't have the correct rendering, you may find yourself doing N+1 requests very, very easy. Hypermedia as the engine application and state. Yeah. So do I think this is great? I don't know if I think this is great. Do I think this is interesting? Yeah, I think it's interesting. Yeah, you're just hiding. You have a JS client as well. Yeah. This one, I mean, everything is choosing to hide something. To go through more examples, they make it a lot clearer. Yeah, this one was already very clear what was happening here, and I really liked this example. I actually like this example a lot. Because this, for me, this felt very, very obvious. How I think of HTMX as of right now is that you'd have a it's designed for more of a RESTful server, right? This part of your app requests this thing, right? And so your server can generate a bunch of stuff, and you can do those little requests. So a to-do MVC would be very interesting to build. I've never built a to-do MVC. I don't even know all the requirements for to-do MVC. But it seems like it'd be a very interesting thing to build. This is a weird playlist. Is it web scale? Yeah. So your request will only be made. Yeah, but I think someone said a really good point, which is validation. Because client-side validation is nice. Can we all agree client-side validation is nice? But to be 100% fair, the thing I hate about client-side validation, I love you, is that client-side validation requires that if you have a server that's not written in the identical language, being able to even use the same everything, you have to write validation twice. So I understand why server-side validation is really, really nice. Exclusive server-side validation, right? Client-side validation is trash. Client-side validation is really, really annoying. But the question then becomes, can we do requests that based on, like, say, the HTTP status code? Like, let's just say that when you tried to submit a form, it returned a 500. Can I direct a 500 response into a specific HTML element? If I can do that, then this is really cool. Because if I can make form validation work across here, that would be super cool. Can we agree with that? Right? Yes, you can. Okay, because then you can kind of be like, okay, I'm building this element. We do this. And so then it really, what I'm saying about HTMX is that it really just puts the server as the one that drives everything. You just build a server. You don't really think much about the client. You only think about the client via CSS, which I think is cool. I could get behind that. I can get behind that. I'm not saying it's perfect. I don't know how well it scales. I think that there's a lot of questions about how well does something scale like this. Like, could you build Netflix with HTMX? Maybe. Right? Maybe. I can't say yes or no to that because the problem is that, hey, thank you, by the way, Mpendu. Thank you very much for the sub. I know people say yes. You can hack NASA with XML? Damn. You can't build Netflix with any single language. This is actually the most true. Well, but it's, can I build Netflix with this tool? You obviously can't build anything. Yeah, this song is a banger. It's Chainsmokers. Chainsmokers are awesome. Only if you're an HTMX engineer. All right, so I think what this means is that I now know kind of what HTMX is. So I guess the next thing we should try is that we should try to build something. Oh, inline validation. Awesome. This is super cool too. I got to pee so bad. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I think I could like HTMX. Arr! How much could I like it? That I don't know. By the way, Kaskin, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And Trickfoot, thank you. You have to try out the HTMX WebSocket stuff. It's so sick. Okay, I'll try that out. And Kupau, thank you very much. Many appreciations. Tokia! Thank you, Bamboozled. Bap-boozled. What is HTMX? We've been going over it for the last little bit. All right, so I told my family I'd only be streaming for 1 hour. We're at 1 hour and 8 minutes, so it is time for me to get done with this. But I really do like this a lot, and so I would say that what I would like to do with HTMX is I would like to take it and build something. Because the problem is I really love Leptos, so this could be a great moment for Leptos. Right, so Rust Leptos is fantastic. You could build a Rust server with Leptos and build out this really cool experience. And it just like works, right? Like this thing could just work. You could have your entire like server be a server that's just like insanity fast, right? Man, so it'd be fun. Leptos 05 will be amazing without passing CX around. Oh, I didn't even know about this. So I think that is a really cool, very exciting thing. What is this, Monique Live? I trust you enough to click a link. Oh, is this Carson? Oh, nice. Carson, yeah. Even with JetBrains. Okay, nice. He's a professor up at Montana State. He came after I left, and so I'm actually very curious. I'm going to meet up with him at some point here soon, and we're going to talk about this. He's a very funny guy. He's a true memer, which I think is really fantastic, because I feel like so much of tech Twitter is just so dang, like, intense all the time. So I turn it down. JetBrains go, hey, thank you very much. Quinoa and Zeratech, appreciate that. 8 months, let's go. Quinoa, 2 months, appreciate that. 2 series. Here, I'm going to turn off my computer for 1 second. I wanted to show you something, but I first had to turn off my computer so I could go over here and do the thing. I don't want you guys, like, okay, so this is not meant to be, I'm not trying to hate on the guy, right? I'm not hating on the guy, but this feels like tech Twitter in a nutshell, right? It's just these really long posts. They're all, it's all about like, just like, something about React drama. And I just wish, the reason why the milk thing is so funny that's been going on tech Twitter is that it's just people in the tech community doing something stupid for the sake of doing something stupid. And that's what I want to see more, is just like a tech Twitter that is hilarious. Like, hey, check out this cool thing. If you don't know the milk thing, you're living under a rock on tech Twitter, okay? The milk thing was, the milk thing was awesome. But instead, we keep on having, like, there's just so much drama, specifically somehow the JavaScript community is the only community that can create more drama than the Rust community. It's just like nonstop, all the time, constant arguing over the dumbest stuff. Well, see, the problem with yours is that you are suggesting that the renderer should be able to tell from the top down if the children have. It's just like, dude, I don't care. Why are you dying so much? Stop dying over this dumb stuff. Like, it's okay. Life's okay. Stop arguing. Use what you want to use. You can say something sucks. Nobody cares. Move on. Milk drama, 10 times more fun. The milk thing was awesome. But now I like Yellow Milk. Yeah, I know. JS opinions don't matter. They'll hog the computing power anyways. Yeah. Anyone who has more than one type of empty doesn't deserve to speak. I did. All right. The milk drama. Oh, chelstastic. The milk drama was beautiful. If you don't know the milk drama, you are truly, truly living under a rock. But let's just say that there's TJ, there's Shy Rye, there's generated picture. I literally got apparently a Nazis drank milk. I don't know what that one was about. Warren buffering with milk. Dax talking about that creamy cream milk. Okay. Me talking about that milk. This guy, core contributor to React, talking about milk. Okay. Mrs. Buffering, Warren's buffering wife, after Warren drank all the milk, had to have Cheerios with water. TJ being angry about milk. Mark doing pull-ups. This Canadian drinking Canadian milk. Okay. More stuff about milk with him going in there, buying milk from the place, showing you what label to have. Dax talking about that creamy goodness. Me talking about that creamy goodness. Melky talking about that creamy goodness. Okay, if you don't know milk, You don't know okay? And it kept going too. There's this milk. Okay, there's just milk. There's lots of milk out here. Okay, don't look at it. Jersey Milker knows. Jersey Milker's the truest of all milkers. Okay. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Like, that's all I have to say. You got to be a part of it. Chat not saying milks makes me mad. I know. I'm so confused. Yeah, you just got to be a part of the milk. Okay? Just be a milker. Okay? Just be a milker. Okay? Don't at me with your 2% ideas, okay? I only like whole numbers, and I only like whole milk. Okay? My favorite number is not some floating point bullshit, okay? My favorite number 69,420,1337, okay? Also the exact same price Kick needs to offer me in yen for me to join.
Welcome to Costco.
Hey, Brandon. Oh, my goodness. Brandon, 40 months, tier 2. Let's go. Thank you. All right, milk vibes. All right, everybody, I got to go. Big milk enjoyer. Hell yeah, girl. Mom, I like code. Okay. Is my pin leaked? Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so this must be the big fight. 3.1 million people fighting. We're going to raid Purple Elf today. Okay? Purple Elf today. Uh-oh. Am I struggling? There you go. 117. Master Chief confirmed. Face reveal. My real name is John. And now I'm going to reveal my real voice. I hope you guys are ready, okay?
Oh, wait.
The name.
The name. Oh, shit. A little too deep. Sorry, the name. Cortana. I can't quite do it. I wish that I had more of a raspy voice. See, this is not good.
I suppose this filter doesn't really make sense.
This is not good. The name is John 117gen. All right, that's enough of that.
Let's go like this. Bye, everybody. I gotta go. Appreciate all of you guys. Have a good one. I like how I know my email's available on GitHub. But this is fairly absurd to do. I just want you to know that I understand my email is available on GitHub, but that's absurd.